Hey, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do my father's sausage stuffing recipe. Something I grew up on, loved it. I'm assuming it's a northern thing because as soon as I moved south, I never had it again for probably 20 years. And I've always craved it. Why I never asked for the recipe, I don't know. But anyway, we're going to make this up and see how you like it, and hope you enjoy it. Okay, so this is a very simple, easy recipe, actually. You just need a couple of stalks of celery. You need a stick of butter, 1 apple, 2 onions. You're only doing a pound of sausage. Is it really 2 onions? I've been making this for a couple of years now, and I never noticed. I've always put 1 onion. I'm not doing 2 onions. You can if you like. It's a loaf and a half of bread, and then basically you're just doing salt and pepper and thyme. Thymey. Okay? There's the recipe in the corner there. And let's get busy. Come on. I told you guys, I am not a professional. I don't have any training. I'm probably peeling this onion wrong. But it's okay, because it all comes out the same. Come on. Get off of there, you. Alright. So that's peeled. But let's get rid of this. Start with an apple. Get this thing out of there. Oh, wasting a lot. 2 points. Just chop it up small. That's too big. Oh yeah, that's how I've seen it done on TV. All right. Oh, we got another piece. Watch your fingers, Joe. All right, it's onion time. Alright, I'm just going to slice it up and see what happens. I'm not going to be all fancy. Alright, let's just see what happens. Get in there. I need a real cutting board. I normally use a plate, but I thought this would be better for the camera. Why do I live alone? Oh my gosh. I don't understand. No, I'm just kidding. It's the onion doing it. Alright. I just don't understand it anymore. Oh, stop it. I used to buy the stuff that's already chopped up at the grocery store. But you're talking the difference of like $3. Who does that? Alright, we got that in there, we got that in there. See, there's no way 2 onions. I think my dad was on something. Sorry, Dad. Oh, he did have glaucoma, so he may have been smoking something. I don't know. No, this has been a family recipe. I'm sure it's not just a family recipe. I'm sure, like I said, I mean, up north, That's all you heard of. You didn't hear of. What is cornbread stuff? And you guys don't even call it stuffing. You call it dressing. The only dressing I understand comes in a bottle. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like I said, this show isn't about my technique or nothing. It's about the food. And helping some people out that, you know, I live in a small place. I don't have a full kitchen. But I make do, and I eat well, and I save money. That's the important thing. Stop eating out, fellas and fellettes. I'm editing most of this out, and I'm probably editing it out when I'm actually telling you something useful. Let's see. Alright, the last little bit of onion. Man, that's a lot of onion. Reminds me of Goodfellas. Don't put so many onions in the sauce. Alright, let me get this counter clean. The butter was getting nice and soft, so I went ahead and threw it in there. I technically do not like celery, but when you chop it up small and stuff like this, I guess it's not that bad. The recipe calls for 2 or 3, so since I already cut one down, I'll do that. And like I said, I don't eat celery, so the rest of that just went in the garbage. Alright, so chop this up nice and small. Alright. And yes, I am doing this small because I don't like celery all that much. Turn. There you go. Perfect. Get that leaf off of there. I don't do leaves. Let's chop this piece up small. Get it out of the way. Alright. Alright, so we got this set up. I got it like on medium heat. And we'll let this go until the onions are clear and it does its thing. Okay, we're getting there. I know the recipe says to do the way it was written out, says to do this first, but technically you probably want to do the sausage first because you want that to cool. Well, this has to cool also, but anyway, we'll see what happens when we get there. If you want to season this up a little bit while it's cooking, you can do that. Throw in some salt. Throw some pepper. We'll save the thyme for later. Sorry, I mean time. We got plenty of time. Relax. And of course, I'm doing this one at a time, step by step, as opposed to, you can have, like I would have had the sausage normally going while I'm chopping these vegetables and stuff. So you do it how you want. Okay, this is looking pretty good. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to just add it, throw it into a bigger pot so that we can start mixing everything together. Lower my heat some because now we're about to put in our sausage. So we got our vegetables in our pot here. I'll set that aside and we'll grab our sausage. I use Jimmy Dean's regular. If you like spicy and your family likes spicy, go right ahead. It's all up to you guys. Let's see. So let's get that in there. And squeeze that all out of there. Come on. Alright, that's gonna do it for that. This you want to make sure you break it up and you cook it all the way through, nice and thin, nice small pieces. And this spoon really doesn't do it for me, so I'm gonna put that in the sink so I can wash it. And I'll use the spatula because it's stiffer. Alright. See, 2 onions, that's a lot of onions for 1 pound of sausage. That's what I'm saying. Alright, so let this get browned up. Alright, so this is starting to brown up nice. I just keep moving it around and turning it and chopping at the same time. There's like no grease coming off of this at all. Usually there's a lot of grease. I call it flavor. You might call it grease. The instructions say to drain this when it's done. I ain't doing that. I want that juicy goodness in there. It's going to get absorbed by the bread anyway, but literally there is none in here. This must be some extra lean sausage for some reason. Alright, I think that's looking good. Alright, so we are going to add this to our pot of veggies. There. Alright, so let's mix this all up. So we got to let this cool. And so while this is cooling, we will start chopping our bread up. That's so much fun. Like I said, no it's not. Alright. Alright, so I've already washed everything that I've dirtied so far. I've got my mixture here. And now it's bread time. I've already washed my counter so I can lay the bread out. Now, I've seen my mother breaking this up. I've seen people trying to cut it up. It's really hard to do. I mean, it's not hard. It's just a pain. It dawned on me, I'm going to try my pizza cutter and see what it does. You could buy the bread in the store that's already cubed and stuff, but you know what you're going to pay for that? Because they already cut it for you? I mean, come on. Save the money. Alright, so if this works, I'm a genius. If it don't, hey, we tried. We gave it the old college try. Anyway. Hopefully it works. Whoop. I'm an idiot. You guys that are just joining or giving my channel a chance here, you'll find out pretty quickly, like they already know over at my model building channel, I'm an idiot. But if this works, I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work. It's going to be a lot faster. I can tell you that right now. So we got a mess to clean up. It's okay. Yeah, this is going to work. This is going to work. Alright, alright, alright. This is so much better. The knife does not like to cut bread. I can tell you that right now. Oh, here, let's just see. For an example. See, I just lied to you guys. Can you believe that? I just lied to you fellas and fellettes. Because this is actually working. What was I thinking? I don't know. I'm an idiot. I'm sure you people already know that by now. Alright, so we got that. Alright, this pot is getting pretty full right now, and I still have a half a loaf plus this to go. So let me put some gloves on. If you happen to build model cars, you might have some of these laying around. And we'll start mixing some of this up and see what it looks like. Work clean, not smart, not hard. No, that's not the saying, Joe. Work smart, not... I just tore it. Alright, let's just use one hand. Let's get in there and start mixing. Squeeze it just like you would if you're making meatloaf or what do you call it? Meatballs. Don't matter. Let's get in there. Squeeze it all together. Hey, get back here. Alright, let me cut up some more bread. Alright. Now this is all fully cooked, so technically if you wanted to taste it, to season it, you can. Because everything's cooked. So when you're putting this in the bird, which I don't know why they say not to do that no more. Heck, we've grown up on the bird being stuffed, but we're still alive. We also drank out of garden hoses and slid down metal slides. Burned all eggs. And we lived to tell about it. But anyway, what I was saying was, you could taste it to season it. Most people nowadays will put this, because you can make this a day in advance, 2 days in advance, you know, so that you're not doing so much on Thanksgiving Day. You could put it in a casserole dish and put it in the oven on Thanksgiving Day. And I really like the way the top gets nice and brown and crispy. I love that part. I think I was going somewhere else with that and just forgot. Alright, so we're going to add that other half a loaf of bread. It's still plenty of moisture in there. If this video does well and this channel starts doing well, then I thank John, my buddy in Canada, for insisting that I do it, because as of yesterday, I decided I wasn't going to. And if this is a total flop, I blame John in Canada. He's a good guy. Hope you're feeling better today, John. Let's get another glove. I'm going to have to go buy another box of gloves. Mix. I still think 2 onions would have been way too much. But, to each his own. You guys, you could adjust this how you want. For instance, my family weren't big on spices. If you guys want to put other spices in here, if you want to use fresh thyme, I don't know, would some parsley, chopped parsley work? I might start playing with that, with it myself. So we'll see. Alright, so now I think it's time that we went ahead and added some salt. The recipe says like 2 teaspoons or something like that. That looked about right. Pepper. Am I out of pepper? Yep. No. Alright, there. Thyme. My dad said in his directions there to smell it. Yep, smells like thyme. Actually, he didn't give any measurement for this. He said smell it. So put a little bit. Mix it all together. And if it smells like Thanksgiving, you're there. If it doesn't smell like Thanksgiving yet, keep adding. Sorry about hitting the camera. This is not a professional production, okay? This is just fun. I don't have a script. I say a lot because I don't know exactly what I'm gonna say next. And that's the way I like to do it. Keeping it real. Alright. Alright, so that's looking really good. So he says, smell it. I don't smell it. It doesn't smell like Thanksgiving. I'm going to do a little bit more pepper. Not too much. Perfect. More salt. More thyme. Whoop. It just rained thyme. Mix it in there real good. It's almost like it's the consistency of like a bread dough. And that's how you want it. You don't want it loose and falling apart. You want it real sticky like that. It's where you can almost make meatballs out of it. See that? I bet you that would be awesome. Grilled up on a frying pan. You know I'm trying it. Yeah, I am. Alright. Alright. I still don't smell the thyme. We're going to add some more thyme. It's on my side. I'm not going to go overboard this time. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Actually, it's not. I'm getting pretty old. I'm going to say that is downright perfect. So let me clean this up. So now that you're done and you're making this way before, oh, you know what? I don't have any plastic wrap, but we're going to simulate wrapping this in plastic wrap. You basically make it into a ball. Okay. And you place it in the saran wrap. And you wrap it up and you're ready to cook it the next day or the day after that, however long you want to wait. Here's what I'm going to do. Alright, so we are going to bake at 350 and preheat our oven. And I'm going to portion it into the baking tray. Take like half of it, pop it in there, push it down, and there we go. And we're going to bake this off until it's nice and browned on the outside, on the top, and hot all the way through. So everything's cooked. Okay, and there you have it. Nice and warmed up, heated, ready for some eating. So there you go. Beautiful sausage stuffing alongside some beautiful sliced up turkey thighs, because that's my go-to are the thighs. And this is just oh so good with the gravy on there. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you make this, and if you do, let me know how it came out. It's amazing. Thanks for watching, everybody.